have Mackenzie Dern versus Xiaonan. Man, it pretty much went the way I thought it would, honestly. I thought,
Yeah,
though, ultimately that Dern might be able to sneak a little submission in at the end. Didn't go down that way. But Dern, very much a la Dern, comes out, wild swings, right? Closing her eyes sometimes and really ducking her head and throwing some swings. When she would catch Xiaonan, she would kind of catch her sometimes with the side of her fist because she's not really watching or looking at where she's punching sometimes.
yeah.
Which a little bit wild exchanges. On the other end, you have Xiaonan, who has very crisp boxing, was able to keep Mackenzie Dern at bay. She had a nice little side kick to the thighs to try to kind of keep her away a little bit, which seemed to
Real,
help out a lot.
real quick, what's up, Keith? That's a new one, I think, in the chat. Hopefully
Hey,
you,
shout out Keith, man.
having a good morning, if it's morning wherever you are, and enjoy the show.
Yeah, shout out to Keith, man. But yeah, so what did you think of this, Will? Because like I said, for me, this was classic Mackenzie Dern. What did you think of the fight?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing, like you said. She's coming in wild, swinging. She's not really using her feet to get there to land the shots. So Xiaonan can kind of evade everything and land these short strikes and catch her coming in. Mackenzie Dern still, when she's, I mean, it's really just reckless throwing to get the clinch, so she can either try to trip you. Usually trips, right? It's not like she's shooting. I mean, when she does shoot for takedowns, she rarely gets them. She'll switch to a single leg and then just kind of hold the leg for a while and then give up on it. But when she does get her trips, I mean, she's obviously so dominant on the ground. I was surprised by Yan Shanon's submission defense in this one.
Yeah.
It was I just don't know what Mackenzie Dern. She's so good on the ground, but she just can't quite get there enough. And that being said, she had 10 minutes of top control in this fight and couldn't get the submission. So
Props to Yan Shannon.
yeah, very good. I was surprised by her grappling defense in this one. I thought every time it goes to the ground with Mackenzie Dern, I'm like, all right, here we go. It's only a matter of time. And she was hunting submissions, but Yan Shannon just did everything right. She's right here. She's in the arm triangle. She grabs the leg to relieve the pressure, and she can't get that arm up, which is going to cause the choke worse. And then Mackenzie Dern going for that armbar late in the 5th round, couldn't quite get it. So I was impressed with Yan Shannon's grappling defense.
Absolutely, man. And not just the grappling defense. And like you said, there was a couple times where Mackenzie Dern had the single leg, and she uses that to transition, to get somebody up against the fence and to transition into a high clinch. And from the high clinch, she tries to get a triple a lot of the times, or drag down, right?
Yeah, and shout out Keith. He's the guy from the One Watch Party. One equals amazing, dude. I'll talk about that more when we get to the one card. But I was on the live watch party in Discord with ONE FC. This dude was sick. There was a couple other guys in there. It was just the coolest, probably my favorite experience watching fights outside of being with Kevin watching Nate Diaz choke out Conor the first time. That was probably my favorite. It was so much fun. We'll talk about it when we get to the one card. But yeah, shout out Keith. That was a good time.
For sure, man.
Thanks for joining, man.
And the last thing I was going to say is when she did have that high clinch, Yan Shannon did a great job of getting that wizard and pushing down on Mackenzie Dern's head the entire time. So it made it very uncomfortable for Mackenzie Dern to be in that position, man.
Yeah, it shows, right? She's training with Team Alpha Male now. If you're gonna if you want grappling, that's a very good spot to be. Honestly, it would be kind of cool to see Mackenzie Dern end up there because she needs something. There's something missing with her entries, right? To the point where as she starts getting closer to that top, was she top 5 right now?
Top 5.
Number 5? Yeah, so
number 5. Yan Shannon was 6.
Yeah, you're fighting girls at this level, they're gonna be able to evade and see through the crazy overhands that you're trying to use to set up your takedowns. It's just not gonna work at this level. It's something's missing there.
If she doesn't do something different, she will be top 5 or maybe from 5 to 10. She'll stay in that ranking, where she's going to be able to beat those that can't figure out a way to beat the one-trick pony, to keep her off. But, man, you start getting that 4, 3, 2, 1, the champion, you're gonna get pieced up. And the thing when your game plan to close the distance is wild shots, I'm gonna eat some big shots myself, but I'm gonna clinch and I'm gonna try to win off of a submission. And it's not just when she's coming in, it's also when she's on her back. She's willing to eat some ground and pound to try to gain position for a submission. And I mean, we saw it last night, man. It just didn't work. She ate some big shots. There was a heavy shot where she got wobbled, and it was very visible. And Xiaonan did a great job of not falling into a trap and saying, like, hey, she's wobbled. Let me blitz in. Because even when Mackenzie Dern's rocked, if you end up on the ground, you're in trouble.
Yeah, you're always in trouble. This was a draw, no? Should have been a draw.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I had it 2-2. 2-3. Mackenzie winning rounds 2 and 5. Round 5 was only Mackenzie Dern's round. Outside of the last 7 seconds. I don't know. I'm not good at math. 47-47. Mike Bell had it 47-47. That's what I had. I mean, round 5 is 97 strikes to 15 and 4.5 minutes of top control. And
we go back to the what is a 10-8?
I mean, if that's not a 10-8, you're getting. I mean, top control for 4.5 minutes, and then a submission threat and 97 to 15 strikes. Come on!
Shout out George, man. George joining us saying Mackenzie Dern will always be the winner in my eyes and heart.
Yeah.
Shout out! Oh, we got Bruce Bobtrotter joining us as well. So before, I want to say a couple weeks before, Bruce Bobtrotter pointed out the fact that this card was a card that he was not excited for. He pointed out the main event was going to be Xiaonan versus Mackenzie Dern. Definitely not the best card that we've seen from the UFC as of late, but shout out to Bruce Bobtrotter nonetheless.
Yeah, he also says, I'm cool with Zuckerberg being the only guy allowed in there when the card sucks this hard. I love how Dan is like, Zuckerberg didn't rent out the whole Apex, and then cut to the event, and Zuckerberg sitting there front row with nobody else. It's like, yeah he did.
It's a little opposite.
Perfect timing for ONE FC to have a big Amazon card when the UFC has a card like this. But
that's a perfect segue for later. Hey everybody, Ramiro and Will here. Thank you so much for watching that short clip. It's just a small clip of what we covered this last Sunday.
Yeah, if you want to check out the full fight card recap, the link is in the description, and it's going to be on screen at the end here. Don't forget to go back and watch our fighter interviews that we have. And don't forget to tune in live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, and you can join in on the fun.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It goes a long way. All right, everybody, thanks for watching that short clip from Story of the Fight.